Chapter 52. Churches. In 2297, a year after the witch incident was resolved and when all the cleaning, burying, mourning, and restoring life to normal are complete, the world holds their first election after many years, not to vote for the next leaders, but to decide if we should continue living in constant danger from all sides of the universe, from outer space and deep within the oceans to the wildlife and even among us humans. As 71% of the population now no longer have hopes for technologies to become the promised savior of humankind, who now vote to replace our investments in scientific research with the development of new supernatural ways to ask God for forgiveness and, subsequently, salvation, their votes become the majority's decision. Soon after the decision is made, they proceed to determine, in their own words, the most divine religion to connect with their God and, thus, the most divine churches to build as the places of worship that can reach God and help our species end the centuries of hardship. In the midst of the world's desperate attempt to find hope through non-scientific means, a businessman named Matthew sees an opportunity to obtain power greater than any other in history and uses money and other incentives to influence decision-makers to change the designs of these churches in his favor. With corruption spreads through the organizations overseeing this project, turning them into Matthew's pawns, he soon becomes influential enough to command them to instill fear across the world's population through propaganda, citing technology's inherent danger against humanity and encouraging everyone to relinquish all technologies they possess to the churches as the sanctuaries to seal this danger away forever. Although in reality this is meant to help Matthew hoard them and become a technocrat, a position with unmatched power. With great power comes great ambition to enslave the world, and Matthew is no exception, as in 2299 he commanded his holy army of the church, presently the only group armed with high-tech weaponry on the planet, to begin their global conquest against the remaining population of the world who are now completely technologically unequipped and unable to obstruct Matthew's path to becoming the Holy Emperor. As expected, the world becomes little more than a lamb to the slaughter in a conflict against the mighty plasma rifle-equipped troops of the churches that were previously thought to be a beacon of peace and hope, and so they're quickly overpowered into submission and becoming slaves to their overlord, Holy Emperor Matthew I. However, their submission as well as patience does not last long. It only takes a few weeks of being chained for the captured civilians to rise up against tyranny, willing to fight for their freedom even at the cost of their own lives. Their uprising quickly escalates into an all-out war between Matthew's army and the rest of the world, where one side is few but armed with the most advanced assault weapons of the time, while the other is many but fighting with stone axes, stone spears, wooden slingshots, wooden sticks, and other primitive Stone Age-level technologies. As the year 2299 approaches its end to welcome a new century, nobody cares to celebrate anymore, because they are busy resisting the end of us, humans, as a species, as the war between high and low technologies has reached the point of no return where both sides see thousands of deaths every single day, with no new technological advancement or divine intervention to save us all. A reality that makes all realize, maybe this time our doomsday technocalypse has finally arrived.